Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, dear chefs and chocolate lovers from all over the world. This is day 2 of the World Chocolate Masters competition by Cacao Barry. This morning already 10 finalists were battling it out, and now in the afternoon 10 other finalists are working on a few assignments, and one of them is the chocolate snack to go. Luckily for me, I'm sitting next to Andres Lara to talk about the chocolate snack to go, because this is a real important assignment tonight. Unfortunately, 10 chefs will leave us, 10 others will make it to day 3 of the competition. So a very important afternoon and of course a very important night, and you will be with us,
yes,
Andres, to talk about, first of all, the chocolate snack to go. What is it just about?
Well, the snack to go is kind of rethinking the pastry of tomorrow, not just the traditional boutique. Is it sustainable? Is the packaging biodegradable, recyclable? Is it easy for the client to eat without any utensils? Can they pick it up and literally take it anywhere and do other things, multitask?
And will it also be maybe affordable, just like you grab a hot dog or a waffle? Or
I think so. I think it's kind of what we imagine street food to be globally. I think it has to be kind of parallel to that, where it's affordable, it's for the masses, but it still has to be delicious and unique to the shop or to the chef.
So just a little recap for people who are just tuning in. We are looking for a kind of street food made of chocolate. Must be the main ingredient.
Oh, of course.
With
chocolate.
edible food packaging, or just...
If it's edible food packaging, that's up to the creativity of the chef. There's no limits on the size, the restriction, the shape. Obviously, chocolate has to be at the forefront, but after that, it's up to their imagination of their interpretation of what street food is.
We already had 10 lovely creations we tasted in the morning. What are you expected now in the afternoon?
I'm expecting to be shocked by different flavor profiles. Local flavors, seasoning, umami, sour, bitter, and maybe some temperature differences would be interesting.
Yeah, temperature differences would be very interesting. That's what we were waiting for in the morning. We have been watching our contestant now since a couple of hours, our second group of contestants. They are working simultaneously on different assignments. Have you already captured some interesting, innovative techniques that have been used for...
But on the Japanese side, I saw something interesting that I hadn't seen before. He was doing something in a cone with seaweed and putting on like a rice mixture, which I'm intrigued to see what he actually does with it, what it looks like. So.
And intrigued to taste also later on. And what are we looking at here, for example?
Here, I'm not sure. I think it's looking like some kind of travel cake, perhaps, with different filling.
But also a snack to go, of course.
Of course.
It's difficult to make the difference between the different assignments, but one thing should be there. It should be futuristic, about the future, because that's the theme of this edition.
Exactly, and not just in the snack, but also the packaging. Does it tie into Futuropolis?
Futuropolis, I hope to see that reflected. You, Andres, are traveling around the world, a globetrotter for your work. So what are the most impressive things when it comes to snacks to go you have been...
I think it's that crossover of savory to sweet, taking a savory idea that's local, you know, maybe it's a ball of whatever, potato or rice, but interpreting that over to the sweet side. You know, how do you make something that is recognizable in a different form?
So you have to dare it, you have to care it, and you have to share the passion. Well, let's have a look at Julie.
Yes? He will explain. Hi, I'm here with Desmond from Singapore, and he's just putting his snack on the go together. And there's lots of crunchy textures and flavors going on in here. So could you tell us what you've just done?
A lot of crunchy. It's shoe with crunchy tart. It's a very strong coffee flavor praline. Yeah, in coffee cream in the puff. So it's a combination tart with a puff.
So it's a combined tart with a combined puff, and we've got coffee and hazelnut praline flavors going on in there. So can't wait to see it finished. I'm here again with Barry from the UK, and he's just about to make his fresh strawberry sorbet. So we've got some beautiful strawberries, and he's adding in his liquid nitrogen. I love that effect. It's so theatrical. But it also is going to give us a really clean, fresh flavour. And now I think he's just making his strawberry compote. Yep, that's right. And he's going to place some compote and then some strawberry sorbet into the cone. And I see something else interesting on the table. What's this one, Barry?
It's a cocoa juice from Ecuador, but instead of producing chocolate, they've decided to do juice. So there's nothing artificial in it, it's completely pure. So I've used it in the sorbet, also in the crema to make vegan crema.
Okay, can't wait to try it. So it's a vegan crema, and it's with this new cocoa juice.
Here I am with Daria, who's super composed, trimming away clearly some little mousses that have just been sort of solidified. But I just wish that there could be some smell-o-vision right now. The mangoes that are diced here, now I've got to say they are so beautifully diced. They smell divine. So I asked Daria, I said, are you going to cook them? She looked at me thinking, what? Cook? No, they taste delicious as they are. Bang on. Keep them fresh, keep the vitamins. This is exactly what we want. And also I saw that she made a sesame snap. What else are you going to be doing on the snack to go?
I will have a blackcurrant and elderflower sauce and fresh and marinated elderflower with Tasmanian pepper, which is very fruity and pairs well with berries and chocolate. So my chocolate snack on the go will be a brioche, fresh mango, marinated cassis and chocolate chibust, and mango sesame crunch for a little bit of a crispy element.
Wow, wow, wow. I cannot wait. I'll let you finish and let you concentrate. It sounds absolutely delicious. What's also lovely here is we've got the indigenous Tasmanian pepper. As Daria said, this is a pepper that's also very sweet, very fruity, but also occasionally can be really, really quite pungent in terms of spice. So it's a little bit of a hit and miss, and it just makes things a little bit more exciting. Delicious as it seems, it will be. She's going to deliver here something fantastic.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you're as eager as we do to try out all these snacks to go. And the first one to present the snack to go is JingJing Liao from China. Let's watch her video.
Hello?
Very good.
No, thank you.
Very good.
Thank you.
Welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, here I am with JingJing, and we have here a Chinese-inspired, beautiful little cornets. Basically, as we said, we had a pancake filled with vanilla cream and some crunch with some nuts. JingJing, how do you feel right now?
现在感觉怎么样？特别激动 ，very emotional.
And are you happy with that? Now you can deliver this to the jury, that they can enjoy this and taste a little bit of China.
很高兴展现这个有一点中国味道的甜点给大家。是的 ，yes.
Thank you very much, JingJing. We'll present this now to the judges.
这一款那个 巧克力，随心巧克力里面是有那个可丽饼，还有一些蛋卷。那么里面是用伯爵茶叶和黑巧克力制作的一个甘纳许，然后有柚子，还有山椒，来组合的一个甜点。那么最主要的是，我这个包装是用寒天制作的，没有任何塑料。不好意思。
So this is a complete biodegradable snack on the go for the Futuropolis people, because we don't have any packaging at all. Everything is edible. So it's made with Chinese-style crepe, and you've got the crunchiness style and the soft style, filled with a vanilla-infused cream, a ganache flavor with Chinese Earl Grey tea, and yuzu compote. And you will also taste a little kick from the sanjiao pepper, which is a special pepper from China. And in the exterior, the packaging is made with agar-agar paper. So everything is edible. There's no waste at all.
Fantastic. A true basic snack to go, isn't it? Amazing. Thank you very much. Futuropolis. JingJing Liao from China, ladies and gentlemen.
Can she pick one?
One part.
谢谢。Is that for me?
So what do you think about this first one we are going to taste in the second group?
Well, it's really the epitome of what the future snack is. There's absolutely no waste. Apparently the paper is edible, so that could be quite interesting.
You can try first eating the paper, but it looks great.
Okay.
So what kind of textures and flavors are we going to taste?
It's a lot lighter than I thought it was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice and fresh, creamy, not sweet at all. And it's quite fun
Different
that you can
flavors
eat everything.
popping up in your mouth.
Textures too.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little bit chocolate missing, but otherwise we're getting to the center.
The chocolate is indeed more in the center.
Yeah. It really is street food. And it's an easy
It is so
cleanup.
good.
It's an easy cleanup.
It is a very nice one to start with.
Yeah. Good start so far.
A good start so far. But ladies and gentlemen, for our second candidate, let me
It's not bad, yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, time to present to you another chocolate snack to go. Well, you must know that France and Switzerland are on, as we speak, an ex-aequo first place in the current ranking by our jury members. Will this change? Of course, the afternoon will change everything, and tonight we will know the final results to go to day 3 of the competition. So stay tuned, and let me present to you the video of Switzerland. Elias.
Hi, I'm Elias, a chocolatier from Switzerland and creator of the Urban Leaf chocolate snack to go. Eating on the go can sometimes be a bit of a hassle, not to mention all the waste. So I set myself the challenge of creating a snack concept that's cool, tasty and practical, and at the same time totally environment friendly. The packaging is partly made of cocoa shells and bears the climate-neutral printing quality seal. It's totally biodegradable. Inside you'll find an irresistible chocolate combo, a crunchy snack, a fresh drink and a mouth-watering dessert. In fact, everything you need to satisfy your need for a delicious bite without feeling guilty.
I'm here with Elias with his tower of snack to go. Could you just tell us a bit about it while the jury start to eat?
Well, if you have already seen it in the movie, it's a packaging that's totally biodegradable, some cocoa paper inside, so cocoa shells in the packaging. For me, it was very important to have a complete snack, so I wanted to have a cold snack, a drink, and a chips, you know. So that's for me a complete snack, if you have everything. Yeah, and then it's with superfood, so there's curcuma inside, there's wheatgrass inside, so considered as very healthy. And on top it's vegetarian.
Thank you very much. So they're going to be very energized after this.
Yeah, I hope so, yeah.
Good. Thank you.
Io non tengo, Io non tengo.
You don't have one?
No, non tengo.
How many jury you are? How many jury you are?
T'as pris le jus au menu? Bingo, vas-y.
Génial.
Ah, c'est vraiment top. Ça c'est du snack à nous.
Incroyable.
Ouais.
Là, pour le coup, c'est vraiment du... Quelle réussite, vraiment.
C'est bon, ouais?
Wow, great. A chocolate snack to go mentioned. We have the urban leaf
Yeah?
to open it, and then what do we discover?
Well, this is a lot of fun. This is
A fun box.
I want to take this on a picnic. This is really to go anywhere.
So we have a cold dessert, a fresh drink, the crunchy snack. I'm starting with the snack.
And this is like a child's dream.
And it was healthy, with
Yeah.
a lot of energy.
Exactly.
So that is what we could use afternoon of day 2 of this
Exactly.
great competition. So
I think we're going to have to go in progressions here. The crunchy snack's nice.
it makes me think of kind of healthy granola, which we could eat in the morning.
Yeah, exactly. Cereals, granola in the morning, very crunchy.
Because honestly, that's something I wanted to ask you. I'm on the road, so for me, my breakfast is actually a snack to go.
Yeah. Well, I think that's also another trend that chefs are going to have to be wary about, is also more health-conscious decisions, whether it's gluten-free or vegan, but still making delicious desserts, conscious to this kind of public, which we see a lot more now as a trend or as a necessity.
So people are eating more little meals.
More little meals, being more health-conscious, but still wanting to indulge. So trying to find that balance as a pastry chef is going to be important in the years to come, I think.
Still having that experience. Well, I'm do it that way for the camera.
And I really like that there's a napkin in here. Very thoughtful.
A napkin, but also a little leaflet.
Yeah.
With explanations. A superfood drink made of guava and turmeric, both healthy and refreshing.
It feels healthy.
Fresh.
Yeah. And then I think we get to finish off with the chocolate. So this is really clever how the pattern on the cookie ties into the pattern on the packaging, and I believe also his travel cake and showpiece.
Well, then it's time to go back on the other side of the kitchens, because there Daria from Australia is waiting eagerly to present her snack to go to our jury members.
The idea behind my chocolate snack on the go is using classic ingredients in a new way, making product fresher, lighter and easier to eat. I chose mango as one of the main ingredients for my snack on the go because mango is one of the most popular fruit here in Australia, and I think it complements dark chocolate beautifully. My chocolate snack on the go can be eaten with bare hands straight off the grill while the chocolate souffle is still warm and the caramel is crunchy. Customers can buy my chocolate snack on the go from a food truck at any local market, which is very popular in Australia and are part of the Australian lifestyle.
And here I am with Daria from Australia, from down under, and she's doing final touches right now and preparing all the packaging and the little snack to go, which is very colourful, which has got lots of fruit and lots of sort of seeds. Very tasty, it seems. I can't wait to see what the judges are going to say, but in a few moments' time, when the countdown starts, we'll be able to introduce it officially to our judges and relish, I think, what Down Under can offer, really. Probably even with a bit of a didgeridoo introduction would be quite nice too, I think. Four, three, two, one. Daria. Bang on, bang on. If I could ask you to introduce your snack to go to our judges, please.
In my snack to go, I use the classic French pastry components, which is chocolate brioche, shibust, sesame, nougatine, but in a bit different, more contemporary way, more futuristic, less sugar. This dessert is barely sweet, so it's a little bit of a cross between a savory snack and a dessert. So I hope judges will like it.
I'm sure they will, and what is lovely is that you are saying that it is less sugar, it's a crossover from savoury to sweet, and also we're using indigenous Tasmanian pepper.
Yes, and mango, it's summer in Australia right now, and mango is in season, and unfortunately I couldn't bring Australian mango. Local mango is a bit not as good as Australian, but
Still smells delicious.
it is, yeah.
Fantastic, congratulations Daria, we'll let you crack on with your bonbon, well done.
Well, Andres, first reaction, because we were talking both about the smell. It smells like...
The first thing that gets me is the smell. It almost smells like fresh bread out of the oven.
Yeah, or a kind of waffle. The feeling I'm having at home when I'm making something, which is quite weird.
I'm anxious to taste this one.
Yes.
And the packaging itself is also really intelligent, recyclable.
Very nice, reusable.
Yes.
So that means that you don't need to finish your snack.
Exactly.
Right away. It's warm.
And you know what? I've been waiting for that, a warm product.
Me too.
Okay. It almost feels healthy. Mm-hmm. You get the seeds, fruit, the raw mango gives it a really nice brightness, freshness. It's a nice also contrast of temperatures where we have a cold fruit, cold cream, and a warm cake or bread.
This is the first time we are also having the seasoned seeds, no?
Exactly. Exactly.
Is it something weird?
Weird? No.
When we use it with snacks to go?
I don't think so. I think, you know, seeds can be just like nuts in a product that's a textural difference, and they're good for you. And it's not sweet, which is also nice. So maybe this one was a little bit more health conscious in a way.
And of course, I know that she was really willing to use the fresh fruits.
Yes.
Not
the raw fruit
them,
itself, and not
them.
doing too much to it, which I think is good and respectful to the product, and just kind of letting the chocolate be the star.
So for you, this could also be a winner, let's say, just because looking at the packaging.
Well, I think it meets a lot of the criteria of what we're looking for in a snack to go. So I think it's really well done.
Well, really well done, indeed. It is great seeing all that creativity here at our World Chocolate Masters kitchens. Well, ladies and gentlemen, now it's time to go to Denmark because Thor Stube is waiting to show us his homemade video.
So we're here with Tor, and he's just finishing off the last minutes of his snack to go. So as you can see, the pressure's on, but he's doing well. He's keeping focused, and he made his own brioche paste this morning. Was it, or was it a Danish paste? It was a Danish paste. So we saw him making his Danish pastry from scratch this morning, and then he's now filling in some parfaits, but he's going to tell us in a bit more about it. But you can see also he's got flowers going through the wrap that he's putting on to his snack to go, but the wrap is also edible, so there's going to be no waste here whatsoever. We've got 1 minute, Tor. Sorry?
if you could grab them now, because the idea is that they're served warm with ice cream. So if you please grab them, I'll tell you what you eat. So please don't stand back. Hey, thank you. And the idea is here that you have in the middle you have a milk chocolate and fermented honey caramel, surrounding hazelnut and milk chocolate ice cream, a cocoa pulp sorbet, and a cocoa pulp gelatine, chocolate discs with my au noir. And then it's all served in a Danish, because you all know that the laminated dough comes from Denmark. And that then it is served in an edible napkin made with cocoa pulp juice and limes and fresh blue cornflowers. And I hope you'll enjoy. Thank you. Edible napkin. All yours.
Congratulations.
Well, Andres, up to you. So it feels warm, and I have the impression that the package is eatable. I hope so, because I tried it.
It feels warm. The dough looks very similar to a Queen Amande, so it's warm. It's a little bit crunchy, and the wrapper is apparently edible. So as soon as you finish this, just keep going. There's no waste. And apparently the filling is ice cream, so we have that balance again of hot and cold, which is going to be interesting.
For me, it looks like a burger with cheese and all layers.
It really looks like a street food snack to me. You know, in the winter time, something warm.
Just give it a try. Go ahead and tell us what you feel, what you experience, because that is what this competition is all about. It's not just eating, tasting. It's really having that experience.
I'm gonna let you dig in. Texturally, it's super interesting, huh? You bite into it, it's a bit warm, it's a bit crunchy. You need to get the chocolate in the center, and then you have that contrast of cold. It really, I think it hits the spot as what we think of a street food snack.
Something really prepared à la minute, because this is with cold ice, so
it has to be. I mean, for it to be flaky and to be warm. Yeah, this is quite fresh. It's good.
And again, he's putting the flowers, everything he has been doing before, also in the showpiece, and
exactly follows the
travel
theme.
cake.
And again, the fact that the wrapper is not a wrapper, it's actually edible. It's very kind of conscious of waste, mindful of waste. So this is really interesting.
Well prepared also.
Yeah.
Very nice.
It almost feels like breakfast also.
I could eat this at breakfast.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm back with Elias from Switzerland, and he's just finishing off his bonbons. It's the last thing that you'll have to serve today, so it's still very important and all to play for. But I need to keep out of his way, otherwise I'll be in trouble. So again, he's designed his own mould. He's got his own special mould. Everybody's had an individual mould. And I'm sure you'll get to have a look at them in the gallery later on today when they all get placed outside.
Well, let's go to Spain because Ivan Pascuan has a lot of things to say on his chocolate snack to go. But first, of course, a little video.
Estamos aquí con Iván de España. Hola, viva España. Iván, tell us, what have you created for the snack to go?
¿Qué es lo que has creado?
Os presento el gablet. El gablet es una pieza cuyo nombre representa la parte arquitectónica de la catedral de mi ciudad. Hemos fusionado el que es la neula, que es este barquillo, que lo hemos hecho con una máquina que tiene 65 años y hemos respetado la parte más tradicional de la elaboración juntamente con el chocolate más moderno con frambuesa y técnicamente en su interior tiene una mousse de yogur sin agua. Está pensado para poderlo poner en un lineal de un supermercado, por ejemplo, y es un snack que dura por el tiempo.
Is called Gablet. It's inspired on the top of the cathedral of the city where Ivan lives. It's made with a machine that has more than 65 years old. It's more than 65 years old and makes this a special waffle. On the inside there is a mousse of yogurt with raspberry that gives this pink color. And it is made with no water, so it has a very long life and it can be sold during a long time.
Fantastic. We just want to make sure now that we can hand them over to our jury because he would like to have that personal touch and hand them individually to every single one of our jury members.
So, what is this about? A gablé inspired by his hometown?
Yeah, this looks like a lot of fun. It's looks like a tight little package where everything's kind of just ready to go in one bite. It reminds me of kind of like a carnival street food.
And just by looking at it, what do you expect to feel in your mouth?
Well, I definitely expect crunch. I expect some texture. It looks quite simple, so I think I'm gonna dig in and see what's inside.
It's beautiful with gold and
It is.
shiny and... Okay.
There's definitely yogurt in the cream.
I'm going to try
the other side.
the other side,
Okay.
yes. Then it is chocolate
And raspberry.
and raspberry.
It's yogurt, chocolate, raspberry. It's also a little bit reminiscent of breakfast.
Very nice.
Yeah. And I think it was quite impressive. I saw earlier he was making his own raspberry white chocolate. So that's another technique that was new to this snack.
Of course, this is chocolate, can be very hot. But how do we counter that?
Depending on the chocolate we use, if there's, I think he chose probably a chocolate that had less cocoa butter, so that it wasn't so hard. So it was made it quite easy to eat this.
It's not Viva España, but Viva Chocolate.
Yeah.
Very nice one. I think it will be very tough task for the jury.
I think the judges have their work cut out for them this afternoon.
Well, another difficult one, because it will be a good one, I'm sure of that, is Barry Johnson from UK, and he also took us to United Kingdom to show us how he has been preparing his chocolate snack to go.
So today we're in London, we're in Elephant and Castle, and we're here in a double-decker bus. So in my snack on the go, I'm using the hydroponically grown strawberries. Hydroponics is growing without soil, and it can be done anywhere, hence the London bus. So the Extraordinary Vegan Sundae is a vegan waffle cone dipped in Sandaming chocolate and finished with a healthy nut and seed-rich granola, filled with chocolate crema, strawberry salsa, and finished with cocoa juice sorbet.
Oh wow, yeah, it's amazing.
Inside is very soft, melts in your mouth.
I love the freshness of the strawberry. It really tastes like the actual cocoa fruit. And the whole thing's vegan.
You could change the flavours quite easily to have a different flavoured cone, a different flavoured crema filling inside, and a different flavoured sorbet to finish off the dish. My healthy, indulgent chocolate snack on the go, designed to be eaten anywhere, anytime, and without the guilt.
So here I am with Barry from the UK, and we want to get some encouragement from the back there. Come on, yeah! Yeah, so Barry's got 30 seconds to go to finish these off. And I know the vegan cone was a challenge at the beginning, but Barry's done really well, and this is the most crunchiest and tasty vegan cone, I think. So again, I think you'll be selling this recipe afterwards, Barry, for lots of money. Yeah, so 20 seconds to go. So all he's got to do now is he's putting on his cocoa juice sorbet, and then he's just going to be garnishing on the top with a few dried strawberries and some crunchy bits. So Barry, if you would like to talk us through your snack on the go, and then the jury, if you'd like to start tasting, because it's very, well, it's very fresh, and the sorbet will start to melt.
So for the snack on the go, I wanted to do something that everybody could have, and also use some interesting ingredients. So, like Julie said, the waffle cone's vegan, which was a real challenge, but I think we've come up with a product that tastes really good. It's really refreshing. So for me, if you want a chocolate snack, and you're out in a market or something like that, you want something that's refreshing. You know, you've just probably had something really fatty, and this is beautifully refreshing. The sorbet's made with cocoa juice. There's a new product to the market. The farmers have decided to grow their cacao for juice as opposed to making chocolate. Okay, so something a little bit different. And then the hydroponic part is the strawberries. So these strawberries that I've used today were grown only 14 miles away in Paris. They were picked and collected yesterday afternoon by one of my team. So Thank you for that, guys. And they can be grown 24/7. So it just shows what is possible, what's starting to happen. I couldn't get them in London, but we managed to find some in Paris.
Thank you. Congratulations.
You must admit, a very nice one. This one from UK.
It's very cute. It's very cute, and I mean, right off the bat, it's very thoughtful. He's working with local seeds, local raspberries. It's vegan, so it's health conscious.
Without any guilt, I will keep that in mind. That's
a little bit.
A very important one for me. So no packaging needed, and I'm reading that also our napkins are biodegradable by sustainable bamboo. So he has been thinking about every detail of this competition and this assignment.
I think this is going to be a really refreshing bite and guilt-free. And we see another use for cacao here. We were explaining that he was using the cacao juice to make the sorbet as opposed to using it in chocolate. Of course, the cone is made of chocolate.
With fresh strawberries in it, extraordinary.
Another use of keeping the integrity of the raw fruit, not cooking it, not doing anything into it, just letting it shine and complement the chocolate, the cacao. It's a nice balance.
Well, this morning I thought, well, I think we had it all, but must admit that this afternoon...
They keep surprising us.
So tonight it will be a thrilling announcement finding out which 10 of our 20 contestants
That's going to be hard for the
will
judges.
make it to the final day tomorrow.
Any kid would be happy to have this.
Yeah. Adults too. So I think we already have tasted a lot of good, innovative things, because this is the first time I see someone making chocolate so healthy and fresh.
Exactly. We've seen innovative, we've seen healthy, we've seen sustainable. I think we're hitting all the marks of the criteria here.
Well, Anders, remember then I said that Switzerland and France are sharing simultaneously the first place in ex aequo for France and Switzerland. So it is really important how Yoann will be presenting his chocolate snack to go. Ladies and gentlemen, here is France.
Le countdown commence, Yoann, pour la présentation au jury. Es-tu satisfait de ce que tu nous as présenté là maintenant? On a un petit moment là pour que tu puisses respirer. Ça va?
Ça va. Ça va. Je suis très content
maintenant.
Oui.
Hein? Superbe. Écoute, veux-tu déjà commencer à décrire très rapidement ce que tu nous as créé?
Alors, vous voyez juste ici, il y a 3 couleurs différentes sur les emballages. En fait, si vous avez vu sur la vidéo, c'est pour vraiment créer une gamme avec des intérieurs différents. L'idée, c'est d'avoir une cartouche, un cornet avec un appareil à souffler, avec différents crus de chocolat, et de varier avec différents intérieurs. Et le tout cuit à la minute dans un appareil à souffler. Et à l'extérieur, vous avez une gavotte au chocolat avec juste pour amener un petit peu de crunchy, un crumble tout autour. Voilà.
I'll tell you in a minute. Okay. All right, the recap is you've got 3 different colors, essentially describing 3 different types of origins. So he wanted to show the options that you have, and that inside there will be a different type of cocoa with a different marriage of fruit or say of insert inside, dependent on. So essentially you'd have 3 different or more different selections to choose from. There's a crumble inside to give you crunch as well as a lovely chocolate finish inside. And so now, le countdown commence. 5. Time is up, time is up. Bon, bah écoute, on présente ça au jury. Bon courage.
Coco et mangue à l'intérieur, avec un appareil soufflé au chocolat Tanzanie, 75%. Ah, it's all,
C'est ça le problème.
Sur le grand écran comme ça, Mina.
Está caliente.
Creo que sí. Sí.
Crémeux, les piger avec moi.
J'ai envie de manger dans la rue.
I think in Belgium the first vegan restaurant opened this week. Anders, go ahead.
So I think we're seeing a trend of cones here this afternoon.
I think in this group we still have more cones to come. So
I think so. And right before I'm even eating this, I can feel that it's warm. So I'm gonna get another hopefully hot and cold contrast.
A big surprise?
Oh yeah.
Tell us.
Just as I said, it's warm. It's creamy. It's soft. It's very playful, very very playful, and it's very crunchy as well. I'll let you try to attack
Do you think that the jury members will start comparing the different cones, because that's a risk, of course. Although they didn't.
I think it's going to come down to a lot of factors: the seasoning of the textures, the packaging, how easy it was on the go. It's a fair comparison if they're all cones side by side. And it looks like you have another layer of fruit inside. Give you some freshness.
How innovative is this? Because of course it already exists, but in another form with ice cream.
Exactly, and then this is you see this kind of industrially, but you don't often see it artisanally. So I think that's quite a new approach for an artisan pastry chef. I'll finish it. Chocolate is definitely there. It's definitely pronounced. So
pronounced enough. I like the crispy part of the cone.
And then when you get down to the bottom, you get the acidity from the passion fruit. So that really helps to kind of cut the fat.
The most challenging part will be, of course, getting it right on time with the different textures.
Exactly,
different
and not making a mess all over yourself.
Well, the World Chocolate Masters is a global competition, so we're heading over to Desmond Lee in Singapore to see what he's preparing as a snack to go.
Future pot reflect the origin of chocolate and inspired by the natural form and texture of a cacao pod. This is my idea of future polish. Using recyclable materials, I designed a packaging which is light and mobile. No matter what your lifestyle is, you can take this snack wherever you go.
So I'm here with Desmond from Singapore, and we've got 30 seconds before he has to do his snack to go. But I can smell some beautiful flavours coming from that saucepan. So what have we got in there?
It's this one.
Yeah.
It's for the bonbon. Yeah, it's a banana with passion.
Wow. So when the jury hear that, you're going to get the smell of the banana and passion fruit as well as the taste of the snack. So if you'd like to present.
So this is my idea that for the packaging. It's a one piece and no plastic mix inside. So after we consume the snack, we can throw it directly. Then it's no plastic inside. You no need to take out the plastic to separate everything. Just make it recycle with the paper. Yeah. And the snack is a coffee flavor, a very strong coffee. It's from Singapore coffee that we have it every morning. So now I do it in the soup bath with this chocolate tart together. So let's try.
Thank you very much. So if you'd all like to try, so it's his morning cup of coffee in there with his choux puff and tart.
Andres, we are watching this, great snack to go from Desmond Lee. First impression?
It looks like a really cute boat.
A little cute boat.
No, the packaging is really cute. I like the fact that there's a handle. I think, as you said a second ago, we just have to be careful to
we have to be careful.
straight.
Maybe in another box he can close the sides a little bit, because when I'm on the go, I'm really on the go in a hurry. So.
Exactly. Not too much of a go. And it looks like, just from the outside, we have almost two different textures. It looks like one is a shoe, like a pâte choux, and the other one is a tart. So that's interesting. Something different, kind of combining two classic pastries, but putting them together like a sandwich.
With coffee.
With coffee.
Interesting.
So a pick-me-up in the afternoon. Well, you see a lot of texture just from the outside.
This is a good one.
It's almost like eating a cookie.
I see it like indeed served with the coffee, Café Royal, you know.
Absolutely. And it's not sweet. You get a little bit of salt, which is quite nice. Haven't seen too much use of salt yet. And different textures. You have the dough, you have the crunch, creamy. It's playful.
My God, I think the jury will.
They're gonna have a hard time.
Have a really hard time to judge, and that's important because we are saying goodbye to 10 of our finalists. So this will be I think, a crucial step in the competition.
Yeah,
this snack to go, counting for 15% of total score.
That's gonna be close on the snack to go for sure.
So for you, this is a good snack to go, combination of something crunchy, ganache of different flavors.
I think so. I mean, it's almost, it can also be compared to something like a pastry you would find in a pastry shop. So we'll see what the judges think, whether it finds its place in the snack or in more of a patisserie, but it's delicious.
So maybe a little napkin and then close the box, and it will be perfect.
Perfect.
Although it already is. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not over yet, because also Poland is eager to show what they are preparing for us. Poland.
And here we are with Poland Michal, who has finished his snack to go. If you'd like to describe to us the concept of what's inside, as well as the packaging, please.
Jeśli chodzi o ciastko, to jest to ciastko, które tak naprawdę zostało stworzone z potrzeb. Ze względu na to, że jeżdżę dużo pociągiem do pracy, chciałem stworzyć takie ciastko, które będzie można łatwo zabrać i które się nie zniszczy w pociągu, w podróży.
So the idea was behind, he travels a lot in train to work, so he wanted to create a cake for himself, so he can put easily in his pocket and eat it while traveling. Yep.
And what are the core ingredients that are inside this particular dish?
Okay. Jeśli chodzi o składniki, to jest to ciastko owocowe. Ciastko jest zrobione z marakui, mango, mamy do tego do tego brusznik.
Okay, so we have passion fruit, mango, some Sichuan pepper, some ginger, obviously chocolate, and what's important, it's a pumpkin flour made from the vegetable itself, not the seeds. Yeah.
Excellent. Judges, enjoy.
There's braille on the side, okay, and it's because one of Michal's relatives is blind, so he's inspired to have something that anybody who's sight impaired can also know what's inside. That's important detail. It's open for a wider audience.
So it goes like
crack on there.
Slow. Problem.
Well, Andres and I are really surprised by the innovative aspect of this box, as it has braille on it in front, so that...
That's something really different. That took some outside of the box thinking for sure. So that's very unique, having the braille on the packaging.
The first one who is thinking about...
Another person to reach, another community.
Yes. And of course, then we have the aspect of opening it.
So this is
it pops up.
clever.
It literally pops up.
So this is a very different kind of packaging, the way it opens up.
And not forget to mention the wet wipe
A wet wipe, which is always appreciated.
And then Le Moment Suprême.
And then, of course, we see the Futuropolis theme kind of throughout the box and on the cake itself.
It's too beautiful to start, huh?
It is. It looks, it's kind of like a big cookie sandwich almost, in a way. Okay, well, I'm excited to see what's inside.
A lot of biscuit.
Biscuit, there's a cake inside. There's definitely some, I can't put my finger on it, but some herbs or something there.
And what about the chocolate aspect?
Well, so far, I only see the chocolate on the outside, so I'm waiting to see in the center if there's a bit more chocolate.
But this is a good snack.
It's a big snack.
Crunchy one, tasty one, original one.
It makes you want to keep going and finding out what else is inside. It's a very unique taste.
Well, I think we're going to continue and taste, but there's still one left to present to you, ladies and gentlemen, and that is Akihiro from Japan.
So I'm here with Akihiro. We've still got 30 seconds until he needs to present. So that was a very good video there. So you need to, another thing you can do is become an actor. Oh yeah. Yeah, and also Akihiro has given me the translation. So in a minute we're going to translate the hero. I can do it? Okay. So do you want to say it first? I'll say it, okay. This snack is the shape of a hand-rolled sushi. For this sushi, I've used Japanese seaweed with rice and matcha on the outside. It has raspberry and lemon with chocolate. This is an unusual snack, even for Japanese. It's a challenge to use Japanese seaweed. I used a grissini, which is this, to go around the seaweed so that one's hands don't get sticky and one doesn't have to get rid of any packaging. So not using any wrapping is the best way to take care of the environment. Well done. So please, are you going to...
So close, huh? You're so
I'll have one more.
Sorry, yeah, already started, but it looks so good.
So this is our last cone.
Yes.
So this is
one,
different.
I can tell you.
And then, well, here we're finding something that the Japanese candidate is using that's traditionally found in Japanese food, which is seaweed or nori, but which is not typically found in dessert.
I'm tasting a lot of ingredients and flavors I'm recognizing, but not as a dessert indeed.
It's familiar and yet unfamiliar at the same time.
Innovative for you? Innovative
Very.
enough to convince the jury?
It's definitely innovative. There's rice inside. There's actually a typical street food in
Yes.
Japan, which is like a little package of seaweed and rice. So I think this is what he was going for, inspired by something local.
And we find again the sushi, the sashimi team, like he explained.
Yeah. And I do find that raspberry and seaweed works really well together, actually.
With rice.
With rice.
Very strange but good combination.
And it's not sweet. Well, I think he really pushed it on this one. Bold flavors.
A very good one. Very out of the box thinking.
Oh, absolutely out of the box. And very locally inspired by a savory street food.
Well, honestly, Andres, I'm very pleased having you here
It was fun.
with me in this set. It was indeed fun tasting 20 snacks to go. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think it will be really a tough choice for the jury. And remember that 10 of our contestants will be leaving us tonight. So stay tuned. We will having our next live at 5:30 p.m. where we will talk about the molded bonbons. But before, just go ahead, check the website, worldchocolatmasters.com. You can decide who will win the public award this edition for the chocolate showpiece. And don't forget to follow the conversation on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube or Pinterest by the hashtag WCM Futropolis. See you back at 5:30 p.m.
So the great thing of World Chocolate Masters is that you compete against all these amazing fellow international pastry